What is going on, everybody, to another episode of Kickin with Kachi, where we highlight individuals that are taking the industry by storm. And honestly, the next up, and today we have legendary producer and music artist Upintheair. Yo, bro, thank you so much for coming by and kicking it with me, man. I know it's Sunday. I know it's a day we get our rest, but I appreciate you for taking some time to just talk about your journey and your creative passion.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Shit, I mean, why not, bro? Like, definitely a pleasure having me, bro. Like, honestly.
Appreciate it. Of course. So just to get right into it, just to jump right into the story, like what made you want to get into music? What inspired you to find your sound? What sort of artists do you feel like influenced you to really craft the Upintheair sound?
Yeah, so I I could honestly say, like, I always thought like music was actually kind of dope. Even when I was young, like 6 or 7, like just waking up and just, watching MTV and all the videos and everything and all different type of music and everything like that. So it just inspired me just becoming older and then just listening to all different type of music. And that what helped me create Up in the Air, to be honest. Like Up in the Air just a dope ass artist, bro. Like just real dope, bro. Like I I inspired I be inspired by like I say like Uzi, um, Yeet, my man Blue Strip Zach.
Right.
Just people like that, Autumn, like people like that actually, that that's my type of sound that I always fucked it with that type of wave, which is
Right.
yeah, so that would actually kind of help me, and just me making beats, just because I started off as making beats at first, so
Right.
just
Okay.
me making beats, as far as for all these different type of artists and everything like that, actually had really shaped me to be how I wanted to be, because I know how I want to sound and where I want to go with what I want to do, as far as
Right.
thing. So yeah, feel like them type of things influence me, like to be the artist I am today.
Right. And your sound, because you're from Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So your sound isn't very Maryland, Baltimore flow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got like more of a down south, more well, people be kind of Maryland is down south, but I don't really know. It's kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
But it's more of a down south or even like Rager, or you know what I'm saying? Like you don't really have what's more known for, like DC, like that what's it called? Oh my god. Where they be
That
chopping up
track.
the music. Huh?
What track?
Not trap. What is it when they be chopping up the go-go music, the
Oh,
go-go
go go.
sound? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that type of vibe. So it's not that music. So was there any sort of like pushback, or was this sort of you had to find your community, sort of, so to speak, in Baltimore? Or do you feel like you had to, with your
Listen,
music, sort of branch out to other places?
listen. I know, because the type of music we make here is not. I feel like it's okay. Like it's certain people like that make good music, but the overall sound is the same. So it's like, well, I want to switch it up a little bit, Like it's not people like me out here like
Right.
that. You
Exactly.
feel me?
Right.
So as me just jumping out there like that, it just create a different type of look. Whereas though like he's different because I
Right.
am different. You know,
So,
so
oh no, continue.
so I try to put myself in the category of myself. Like, you feel me? I separate from a lot of people, like, you feel me? Like everybody be on the tread, and you feel me, on that type of wave. I'm more on the rage, That's what
Right.
I do, rage, because I know like I know it's a better outcome and it feel better. It feel better
Right.
doing. and
Right.
I don't want to be the same. So I just switch it up and just have it where as though like they'll never guess what they'll
Right.
never what next. So
And do you feel like that kind of makes your image in your city or without or outside of your city? Does that sort of, like you said, it sets you apart? It allows you to find your own lane where there isn't a lot of, let's say, competition, or a lot of people that you kind of have to, sift through. Like when it comes
yeah,
to Maryland Ranger music, Up in the Air. That's the first person that kind of comes to mind.
yeah, but not only just Maryland. I'm trying to reach the whole world.
Right.
So what I do, I listen and I'll just I need something that's not like this.
Right.
It's way like, and that's how I attack everything. Like that's how I basically come up with a lot of my masterpieces is trying to not be like anybody else. I try to be myself, but try to see what I can do to enhance myself, So yeah.
And I would say to enhance yourself, you're a producer, like you make beats for people, you produce music for other people, but you also produce your own music as well. So
Yes.
is making your own music when, and let's say someone you make beats for, right? And they want like a trap beat that's kind of a little bit more generic or a little bit more general to what's going on around you or what's even going on in music right now, or R&B or whatever else type of beat. Is that a little bit more like work for you? And like the Rager stuff is like, okay, this is you as the artist. This is what you're actually into creatively speaking. Whereas the other types of other genres is like, okay, you can do it in dib and dab, but that's more of a professional sense. Whereas the Up in the Air is the Rager is the creative. That is the outlet.
Yes. So as far as that, I could very well say, yeah, you're kind of right. It's more of like I could do a lot. Like I ain't start on rage beats. I started on trap beats, like
Right.
just trying to find my sound. I feel like rage is more fitting for me,
Right.
So that's why I attacked it like how I attacked it full head on because I know that that's where, where it's at. Like I know it sound better. I got the voice for it. Is it's just better for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, what's the reception in where you're going to LA, right? You're collaborating with all these other artists. What's the reception in now getting into this world, this Rager music world, even just the music industry in general? What is the experience in finally making those steps towards traveling, meeting with people, networking with people, and getting your name out there?
To be honest, oh, you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, just working and just getting the courage to just like. To be honest, I went places and went to connect with people thinking like, all right, I don't care what anybody say. I know I'm hard and I got a purpose. I know I'm
Right.
hard. If you might not like it, you might not like it. Somebody here gonna like it. So
Right.
I really never really like stressed on that, but just really taking the courage to really go somewhere where like it been plenty of times I went to these places broke.
Right.
Like
Okay.
no money, could barely eat anything, like that. And you feel me? You just gotta see through all that, and keep pushing. That's all you can do is just make sure like your mind good, make sure you're on the right track, you're on the right way. Don't let anybody distract you, but just attack it. Like
Right.
do what you have to do. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about none of the negative. It is gonna be negative. You feel me? Negative things that come your way, but you just gotta have a backup plan to know how to attack that. Whereas though like you defeat that, and then you're back on.
Right.
Because even through this journey, you still gonna have war. You know, it's still gonna be ways though like things is not gonna be your way, and you're battling. You know, so you just gotta see through everything, see through all that, and just have a good head on your shoulders and know where you're going, and know like this is the plan. I'm on the yellow brick road.
I'm saying.
I'm on the yellow brick road. You ain't stopping my goal. Swear to
And I
God.
also say with the music, right? Like you got, if I'm not missing, 2 snippets that you dropped on your Instagram page, but you haven't dropped from where I look. I do a lot of deep searches. If you notice, I be getting into the mandula, you know, the mandala of people. So, but I haven't found any music up in the air on any streaming platforms, right? Is there a reason for that? Are we waiting? Are we?
Oh yeah,
Is there something big coming? What's the build up for? What you holding out for?
Because first thing first, when I drop, it's gonna be so hype, and the music is going to back up the hype. So like, I know it kind of don't make sense or whatever, but trust me, it's worth the wait. Like, I just want this to be perfect for everybody. So when anybody listen, they be like, "That Up in the Air dude."
Right.
Yeah, I'm going number one. I'm not here to play no games. I'm not here to joke with you, laugh with you. I'm going number one, bro. So
Right.
this is how I go. Like, that's just my mind.
So are we looking at, because you do have you have the songs you're pinned, and then you have the is it lost files that you put on with your you try to sneak it into the little carousel where nobody will find it, but I found it. You know what I'm saying? I found it. So you got those 2. Are we even gonna get those as like singles? Are we gonna get those as releases sometime this year, or what's going on with those projects?
One is gonna be a single. The Lost Files, I think that's one gonna be a single, and I want to drop a video to it too. So I think I'm probably shoot the video somewhat like next week or even within this month or whatever.
Right.
So I can have, you feel me, have some content for y'all and make sure everything perfect and set out for y'all, and not just tell y'all about my life, really show y'all about my life and show what thing that I'm talking about is what it is.
And as you move forward into your professional career, do you feel like you're gonna adopt a producer artist role, as we see a lot of producer artists coming into being, saying, "Hey, honestly speaking, I don't think anybody can rap, perform, or sing on my instrumentals or my beats better than me. So I'm just gonna be on my own and produce my own music." Or do you feel like the artist and the producer are gonna remain, as you can be a producer for other people, but then Up in the Air is its own entity as an artist?
See, that's where Money Man Beats come in, because before I was Up in the Air, I was Money Man Beats, and I was
Okay.
You feel me? So when I made Up in the Air, I knew that a lot of these beats will not get touched by anybody.
Other people, right.
You got to be somebody tapped in. You got to be somebody very, very, very special.
Right.
An air beat, like, it's not gonna happen. You know, so like Money Man, he'll send beats all day. You be damn. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but it's like I work so hard. So like when Up in the Air do make a beat, it's like, well, I knew what I came from. I came from Money Man Beats.
Right.
Like, anybody have access to Money Man Beats.
Right.
Not a lot of people have access to Up in the Air though.
Right. So is that the pathway in where you're taking, where it's like, hey, under Money Man Beats, that's the money maker essentially. Like, you need a beat, I'll do it for you. We can make that collaboration work. But when it comes to Up in the Air, that's legacy. That's project. That's work. That's sweat. That's tears. That's not just any old body with money can come in, get involved.
It's not any old body. This is this is a real live for sure. Like
Right,
real,
right,
it's a real live my brand. Like it's going up.
right. And in making a decision with your brand, you made the decision to shout out to Dominic Lord and
That's my
Overworld. You know what I'm saying? Like you made the decision to. How did that happen? Did he reach out to you? Did you reach out to him? Or either way, like you made the decision to say, "Hey, I need to make that next step in getting connected, getting tapped into the industry, and 10x in this."
so it's a very funny thing, bro. Because that's my motherfucking brother, Dominic Lloyd, Big O. You feel me? But it's funny as shit. Like boom. He really said like, bro, like I really think that you should start doing this music and start taking it serious. He the one that brought it to me
Right,
because I'm sending him songs and everything. And just like sending it to him, like, bro, listen to this, bro. Like, I'm not even really taking it serious as I should have been, you
right,
know. Sending him stuff like here. Like I'm still making beats at the time, but I'm like, here, you know, just like listen.
right,
And,
right,
and he just started to listen and started to listen. And he like, bro, that's you, that's you, that's you. I'm like, yeah, like that's me. I always had it in me. So he was like, well, I think you should start taking this music stuff serious. Like, and I needed a name. And Dom actually came up with the name
up in the air. Wow,
Up in the Air. Let me
wow.
tell you how he came up with the name. So, like, everything I do is up. Like, you know, it's very spontaneous, you know.
Yeah, right.
So
Okay.
it's like when I do certain things, it be looking like, dang,
Right.
that was real, like, what the fuck? So, so he just known me for being that type of person. So, like, and my name is Aaron, Airon. So my name
Oh
got
wow.
so it kind of
It
fit.
just fit perfectly. Right.
It kind of just fit perfectly. And bro was like, bro, I think you should run with this. I said, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I like it. And that's what we came up with. We stamped it. It's there.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's good. Nah, that's and like I said, it's the beauty of collaboration. Like it's that decision to say who will you gonna entrust with getting on this journey with you, starting this journey with you, and helping you get to where you're trying to get to. And you know, that's a very, very important decision. Shout out to Down for real, for real.
shout out to
So in like moving, right, and moving around and getting in different places, like what's the experience in seeing Up in the Air known in rooms or in venues or by people that you probably haven't even spoken to yet? Like you now are working with other individuals that are making music. You're, you know, making this a lot more seriously, taking more time out of your day. So how does it feel to now ramp up the production of what you want to do?
it actually kind of feel good, bro, because I never thought somebody like would really pay attention, you know,
Right,
and
right,
find out like I do this and I'm succeeding.
right,
Well, I never thought that I could do this, but I always had faith in myself, even with anything that I do. So when I was making beats, I knew I was hard. I had faith in myself. I put in hard work and dedication, right? So I knew when I started rapping and started meeting other people, I know they were gonna fuck with my vibe because I'm a very good type of person, you know.
right, right.
So so I know a lot of people gonna fuck with my vibe and everything like that and how I move. I'm a real nigga, like be a buck 50. I'm a real
Right,
nigga.
right.
So um so I just take that like as like a journey. Like this journey is crazy. And I love it. Like all the new people I meet and they you feel me, they spread that little, you know, that little sauce or you feel me, they actually genuinely fucking with me and kicking it
Right,
with
right.
and doing all this. Like this some shit that I fuck this some shit I dreamt of like back in 2016. Like
Right, right.
ooh, I was in school with this shit. You feel me? Trying to still do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
it kind of feel good to know like I'm back in school. This was my dream. This is always I want to do. And now you living your dream is like, whoa, like bro, like this is super crazy. It's all manifestation. Like
Right.
I manifested that back when I wasn't even doing it. I knew what I was gonna do. I knew like, all right, this the type of lifestyle that I want to live.
Right.
And why not take it? So I was like, when I was old enough and really had friends that like know things about it, that's when start to asking. That's when you know like who really your friend, because there's always somebody that probably try to hate on you, probably like,
Right. Right. Right.
you know, and it just be real. It's really weird, but you gotta see past that shit too. You know, like it just feel very good though. It feel
Right.
really good, especially you just going any other place from but Baltimore. Baltimore is so small. You go any other places and a lot of people recognize you. So like it'd be
Right.
like you'll feel different.
Right. I was about to say I went to Howard, but they were talking about Baltimore, but I always drive right through Baltimore. I'd be like, we went through Baltimore. Like, it's a nice city though. I've been there though.
Yeah, yeah, it's a beautiful city.
I love Baltimore.
Yeah, I do too. But a lot of people in Baltimore is yeah.
Well, I would say like what sort of as you're getting into your bag as a professional, as an artist, and you from my point of view, from my disposition, I don't know what you're doing your day to day, but you seem like a good guy to me. You stamped
Yeah.
off in my book, right? So what sort of things did you sort of had to learn, or can you speak to the importance of being a student of the game as you're navigating this industry thing, coming from like I'm from the Bronx, and I feel like as in the Bronx, where you see like there's a Bronx in every state, every city, and I feel like Baltimore is sort of like the Bronx of Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real small, a lot of talent, like you said, a lot of messed up situations as well, but a lot of like potential there as well. And coming out of there, it means something to come out of that small place as well, right? So
Yeah.
you speaking to brothers like me as well. So what sort of information and importance do you want to speak to? I guess just learning and navigating coming from this small pond, being a big fish in a small pond, to now being a big fish in a bigger pond, essentially, and growing that pond.
Yeah. So my mother used to say, like, yeah, you're too trusting.
My mom say that to me too. I'm not going.
Listen, then you're on the right path. Listen, my mother used to say, you're too trusting. You always think this gonna happen, but you don't see the negative because I don't see
Right.
that.
Right.
Why you see negative? Like, it's nothing right here to make you feel negative. Like, even if I went to go, oh yeah, I'm going to LA to go meet somebody. What? You know, regular people gonna be like, what? Do you even know them?
Right.
But
But you're
me,
like, I have something to gain from going.
right. But you gotta take risks.
Right.
You have to do things that you have to take a risk. That's the main important thing. Like, even if like it could be as small as talking to somebody, because you got to take a risk, you know, to talk to somebody, because you feel me, some people are crazy, but you never know, you might meet that one person that could really change your life,
Right.
you know. So it's all about risk. You got to risk some things, you know.
Nah, that's beautiful. And I feel like that's a great way to kind of end off this conversation and let people know like really is a risk, right? It was a risk for me to come and talk to people I don't know and do interviews with a bunch of people I don't know. But in doing so, I get to meet individuals like you and other individuals that can share gems like that to
Yeah,
another individual that's watching this. So it's all a full circle, definitely.
yeah, for sure, bro. Because if I didn't take risks, I wouldn't be where I've been at. I'm not
Right,
gonna lie to you. Like, I wouldn't be this up in the air. Like, I would just be a nobody, just like just not doing shit with their life. You know,
right.
you feel me? And it goes out to other people too, because like they have to take risks of what they want to do. So like if you want to do this, and you know you got school or whatever the case may be, you gonna have to risk some things, bro. Maybe that risk can get you someplace else, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I live my whole life off of risk.
Nah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, bro. But yo, thank you, Up in the Air, for coming in, kicking with me. Like I said, I know it's Sunday, but appreciate you for really taking the time. And words, man, were beautiful, deep conversation. I loved it, man.
Man, I appreciate you having me. I feel good to talk, you know, because like even though everything been good lately, like this whole journey wasn't always good because
Right.
I didn't have people trying to sign me. Like I didn't even want to speak on it, but I done had people trying to sign me as a producer, and ain't never hit me back because I did some things. So you definitely gotta learn, you know, to hold it down. If
Right.
you know what I mean. Like,
Right.
you feel me? Because I done definitely did some things where as though I done missed out on, you feel me, like life-changing opportunities. But I never tripped because of who I am.
Right.
I
And I
remember
believe in that you're gonna know that it's gonna work out anyway, like you said, the manifestation.
manifestation, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, that deal would have been. I wouldn't be like. It would have been. It would have been way before, you know. Like
Right.
I would have been way before this time. Like I'm just starting off, and I would have been already done had it. You feel me? It wouldn't have really seen the grind because I was grinding back then too. As far as with Money Man Beats, that was straight grind.
Right.
Like the reason why a lot of people know Money Man Beats is because I grinded so fucking much and did so much for free. I didn't did shit for free. I didn't did a lot of, you feel me, a lot of shit, you know, with Money Man Beats, the way I'm already established as Money Man Beats, but now it's a new leaf
Right. Right.
up in the air now. So like now it's just all on built putting the same grind and the Money Man Beats and the up in the air, and this shit gonna work regardless.
Right. Exactly. Ooh, that the way
Yeah.
someone's calling. But nah, bro, facts. And like I said before, man, I need to, when that single drop, I need you to send it. You got my number. So I mean, you
Yeah.
guys send it right to my phone directly. No Instagram, no
Yeah.
road. Before you even post it on anything else, and you say, yo, bro, here's a link to the Apple Music right now. Because I've been trying to find it up in the air. I've been trying to find that lost files. I was here for like an hour and a half, like up in the air everywhere. I found some white people. I'm like, I know this is not this dude. So
Yeah, yeah. I might drop that very soon. I ain't gonna lie.
right.
I might. I'm thinking about just exclusive SoundCloud little, you know, just a little drop. I might just
Right,
drop a
right.
link on SoundCloud, just to drop it, but just to have something, you know, for the people. But I'm really waiting on what's about to come, and what's about to come is, like I said, it's definitely worth the wait, and y'all are gonna be amazed, and y'all gonna be proud.
Nah, I love it, bro. I love it, bro. And more blessings and more prayer over your next project and your next single, bro, because I know it's going to be fire, just like you said, manifestation, bro. But yo, thank you, everybody, for watching this episode with this amazing individual. You can check him out at Up in the Air on Instagram, .tgnight, if I'm not mistaken. T Night.
Up in the air. T night.
T Night. And you can check out this interview at the DC Voice on Instagram and the DC Voice on YouTube. And you can check out future interviews and past interviews on both platforms. Make sure you guys check out Up in the Air's music. And if you want to beat, hit him up for Money Man Beats as well. Hey, Up in the Air, any last words before we out of here?
Hey, shout out to bro. You feel me? Big old dub. You feel me? Shout out to all the supporters that been rocking with me you feel me, since the beginning. Fucking love y'all guys, man. Yeah, and another thing, thanks for having me again. You feel me?
Of course,
Um,
bro.
yeah, bro, this shit was definitely epic. And I definitely enjoyed my time. So
Nah, we're definitely gonna have another time again. You know what I'm saying? Like once you come into the Kickin with Kachi studio, can never leave. Once I call you again for another interview, that means you got to pick up. It's already it's
Oh,
a lifetime contract. So welcome to the fam.